football fans, Pioneer Varsity Football is live and on the air. We are live at Hollway Field where Pioneer is hosting the Dexter Dreadnoughts as we want to welcome you here. Game time temperature 61 degrees, so a little chillier. Also feels like football weather. Kind of gray skies out there, a little bit of blue peeking through. Doesn't look like the forecast calls for any rain, but we'll keep our fingers crossed here as we're counting down the drums for the marching band heading out onto the field. Pioneer is 1-3 on the season. They just got their first win last week, a 41-25 win over at rival Skyline. They officially had a win last year versus Skyline, but it was due to an ineligible player playing. So that is their first win on the field since this year, last year, and the year before that. So a big win for Pioneer, and excellent to get it versus a rival. The games before that, 57-0. Huron won, 30-6. Bedford won before that. That back on the 2nd, and back on the 25th of August, it was 42-7 loss to Anchor Bay. Pioneer looking to hope to keep the winning ways going, but they have a tough test in front of them. They have 4-0 Dexter coming into the building. Dexter is coming off of a 55-0 drubbing of Lincoln. The game before that, they beat a quality Bedford team 27-6. They beat Skyline 59-8. That was back on the 2nd of September. And then they started off the season with the Zenith Prep kickoff. That was versus Grosse Pointe South High School back on the 27th of August. That was a 41-21 win for Dexter. They have two players that you might have heard of. They have Cole Cabana, who is a running back, who is a Michigan commit, and he hopes to play in the stadium across the way next season. And then their tight end, Parachek, is a Michigan State commit. So those two hope to be on opposite sides of the field playing next year, but they are both playing for Dexter this year and will probably cause Pioneer some issues. Pioneer overall, 436 wins, 222 losses, 6 ties. That is a 661 winning percentage for Pioneer. As far as playing Dexter, Pioneer has played Dexter 10 times throughout these two teams' histories. Pioneer has 7 wins and 3 losses, so they have the edge in the rivalry. But 2 of those wins for Dexter came in the last 2 years. Dexter won the game in 2021. That was a 69-13 win by Dexter. Back in 2020, Dexter beat Pioneer 49-14. Then there was a break. They didn't play each other all the way from 2020 all the way back to 2012 was the last time they played. After that, that was a 69-0 win by Pioneer. And then going back the 4th time they played each other back, that was in 2010. Pioneer won that one 42-3. But the last 2 years, the most recent games, Dexter has dominated. Pioneer on the season, taking a look at their point differential, they have 15 points for and 199 points against. So that's not right, because what I pulled up has the wrong score. There was a bad score that got into the MHSAA site. So it's a little different, but still fairly lopsided there for Pioneer. But they did have the 41 points from the last game. Taking a look, point differential for Dexter, they have 172 points for and 35 points against. Overall, Dexter is 241 wins, 384 losses, 11 ties for a 388 winning percentage. Let's take a look at the next few games that are coming up for Pioneers. So if I can pull up that graphic here. Taking a look today, obviously playing Dexter. Then it's another home game next week that is going to be on the 30th, and that game is going to be hosting Saline. That will be homecoming. Again, that will be a very, very tough task. Saline is, I believe, at this point unbeaten still in SEC play as well. Then Pioneer goes on the road to play Lincoln. That will be on October 7th. Didn't get the name changed down there, but it should be Lincoln. That is a 7 o'clock game. On October 14th, Pioneer will have the senior game. So come out, support the seniors. That will be a 7 p.m. game on October 14th. They will be hosting the Monroe Trojans. And then the final game of the season, October 21st, that is going to be at Pinckney. That will be a 7 p.m. game at Pinckney High School. So that's the next upcoming 5 games for Pioneer. And taking a look at right now where the division standings are, at the very top of the division is tied Dexter and Saline, both 3-0 in the SEC. So they're tied number 1 and number 2. Monroe is at the number 3 spot, tied with Huron. They both have 2 wins and 1 loss. Then tied for 5th, is Pioneer and Bedford. They both are 1 and 2 in the SEC. And then Lincoln and Skyline both 0 and 3 on the season. So that is where they are at. That is your SEC Red Division standings. As the band coming out, let's put our mic onto the field and listen to the Pioneer Marching Band.
To honor America, would you now please rise, remove your hats, and join Director of Bands, Mr. David Leach, and the Pioneer Marching Band in the singing of our national anthem.
Fantastic job by the Pioneer Marching Band as they get set and make a hole right into the middle of the field for the Pioneer football team to come out. 12 minutes up on the clock as we are getting ready to go here at Hollway Field as 1-3 Pioneer looking to take on 4-0 Dexter. I'm as the Pioneer team comes out onto the field. As the team out onto the field, just having to run a quick errand for someone who brought something up to the booth. As across the way, the Dreadnoughts have brought a large student section, a big contingent of crowds. Pioneer student section filling in right now. To our right, to our left, is a number of parents and family already in here. Do see some of the other sports teams down there. I see a number of folks from the Pioneer women's hockey team. Love to see the other sports supporting each other. As the officials, as Dexter heads out to kick the ball away. Doletsky on the kickoff for the Dreadnoughts. Pioneer heads out onto the field. Craig, the deep back on the near side for Pioneer, as Javante Holmes, the deep back on the far side. As all the way back, Doletsky set up to get going. As he said, we have 12 minutes up on the clock, getting ready to go here on a beautiful evening here at Hollway Field. Coolest night we've seen so far. Definitely starting to feel like fall. As the ball, end over end kick, that goes down to just inside the 10-yard line, picked up by Javante Holmes. Javante Holmes cuts out to the far side. Javante Holmes spills forward to about the 27-yard line. Pioneer will take over 1st and 10 there. As Juan Morales Leverett on the tackle for the Dreadnoughts. Pioneers offense heads out onto the field. Brab split out wide to the far side. He had 3 touchdowns last week. Wong in pistol formation. As that looks like Javante Holmes is the back in the backfield as he spills forward, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and not much more. Hemrick on the tackle for the Dreadnoughts. That brings up 2nd and 10 for Pioneer. Long back in shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left. As Craig goes over to the left with Brabs, 1 receiver to the right as that's Farha. Tight end back in the backfield, handoff to Javante Holmes again as he'll go forward for about half a yard. Maybe get a yard. That will bring up 3rd and 9 for Pioneer, as they will have it at their own 28-yard line. Parachek, one of the tacklers for the Dreadnoughts. 3rd and 9. Pioneer Goes with only Wong in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. As Craig is widest to the right. Taking Wong, looking to his left. That over to Farha. Farha gets it, trying to avoid 1 tackle. Bounces off to the near side. Farha gets to the 40, down to the 45. Run out just shy of the 50-yard line. As they're going to mark him, trying to see where the officials are marking. It looks like the one official on the near side marks it to the 45, to the Dexter 45-yard line. But there is a flag in the backfield. Penalty is waved off. So Pioneer has it 1st and 10. Beautiful throw to Farha, who was trying to go up the middle and then bounced out to the near side, found room and got all the way down to the Dexter 45-yard line for Pioneer 1st down. They'll take over 1st and 10 from there. 10:27 left to go. Scoreless so far here in the first. As 3 receivers in a triangle to the left. Craig, the lone receiver to the right. Javante Holmes, the back in the backfield. That to Wong's left in shotgun formation. 3 down linemen, 1 linebacker looking to blitz. That pitched off over to Javante Holmes. He bobbled it but hangs on. He'll go down and lose about 3 yards. He'll go back to the 48-yard line. That will be a loss of 3 for Pioneer. That will bring up 2nd and 13. We'll call it 2nd and 12 on the board. As the defensive lineman out there, Emmerich, as well as Baker in the middle. Parachek on the left end. And on the right end is Komarami for Dexter. Wong takes it, rolls to the right-hand side, pressure coming, gets out to Brabs. Brabs trying to shake free from a tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that will be it. As Brabs with the pass, but quickly on the tackle, Davis, Taylor, and Parachek over to take down Brabs. That will bring up 3rd and 12 for Pioneer. As Berghart wide to the left, Farha in the slot to the left. Craig wide to the right for Pioneer. Brabs in the slot to the right. Javante Holmes remains the back in the backfield with Wong. As Anaran, the center for Pioneer. Dexter showing blitz up the middle. Now they back off. As that was Komarami who actually went into the neutral zone and then got back before it was snapped. That will be a timeout called. Pioneer takes a timeout. We'll take it with them. So with 8:34 left to go here in the first, it is scoreless so far. Pioneer is on the Dexter side of the 50 at the 48, but they have a 3rd and 13. Let's hear a quick message from the MHSAA.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Pioneer 3rd and 13 from the Dexter 48-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Shotgun formation. Now Farha goes in motion from left to the right. Wong, pressure coming, throws it, gets it over to Javante Holmes on the far side. Javante Holmes with a stiff arm and taken down as that was on the tackle, Valerio. Pioneer again back to the original, or back, they'll lose a yard. That will be 4th and 13 for Pioneer. Brabs back in punt formation for Pioneer. As Micah Davis steps back around his own 20-yard line. Now back right around the 16-yard line for the Dreadnoughts. Ball back, Brabs has it. Brabs kicks it away. Spiraling kick as that's grabbed by Cabana. Cabana races forward. Cabana down to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Cabana in the open field. Down to the 30, the 25, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Cole Cabana, the Michigan recruit. Scores the first touchdown of the game, but there is a flag. So we will see exactly what that flag is about. But Cabana taking the punt all the way back, came over, and then he broke through the line and found a lot of room. As everyone moving down, looks like. False start on Pioneer, that is, or illegal procedure on Pioneer, that is declined, so that will be a touchdown for Cole Cabana on a punt return. As Herder to kick the extra point, as Bauman is going to be the holder, and it looks like Mikos is going to be the long snapper for Dexter as they look to put the extra point on. 6-0 with the extra point pending. Dexter scored at 7:30 here in the first. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. That makes it 7-0. Dexter with the lead, returning a punt. Pioneer back on their last home game versus Huron had the opening kickoff return for a touchdown. Here they have their first punt return for a touchdown. That will put Pioneer in the hole as they will take the kickoff from Dexter as Dexter heads out onto the field. As Pioneer students keep on showing up and filling in. Good crowd so far. As Duletsky as his kicking tee down, looking to get the ball set right between the hash marks at the 40. There's 4 players to his right, 4 players to his left. Back deep on the far side for Pioneer is Javante Holmes. Farha on the near side for Pioneer. As Duletsky gets the ball set, now he steps back right around the 31-yard line. As the Dexter fans across the way bouncing up and down, Duletsky puts his foot into it, spinning kick, that back into the end zone, as that will be a touchback for Pioneer as Farha got it into the end zone. So Pioneer will have 1st and 10. 7 minutes, 29 seconds left to go here in the first. 7-0 Dexter with the lead. Pioneer sets up shop, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. See if we can get on the offensive line. On the right tackle is Wilson. Right guard is Rohrer for Pioneer. As right in the middle is Crosley. Over to the left guard is Boylan. And Brewer is the left tackle. 2 receivers to the left, Javante Holmes in shotgun formation with Wong. That snap goes back. Wong grabs it and taken down right at about the 3-yard line. As Wong did a good job of just getting back on top of it. They'll mark it back, they'll say forward progress back to the 9-yard line. But that is going to be 2nd and 21 for Pioneer. 7 minutes and counting here in the first quarter. Dexter up 7-0, Pioneer. Mezzago split out wide to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Craig, the widest, out to the right. Wong takes the hands off to Javante Holmes. Javante Holmes met in the backfield and taken down by Gersh, linebacker for Dexter. That will be back at the 5-yard line, and there is a player down for Pioneer. That is Javante Holmes, who is down on his knees. We hope he's all right. Hopefully he's just stretching something out, but who knows? We're hoping it's not serious as the trainers go out to take a look at Javante Holmes. Pioneer will have it 3rd and 25 from the 5-yard line, but let's step away as they work on the injured Pioneer player. We'll play a couple of quick messages from the MHSAA.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQ. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Javante Holmes being helped back to the locker room. We really hope that he will be all right. Never want to see any of these wonderful athletes injured. As one receiver to the right, 2 to the left, that ball back into the end zone, and Wong has to just bat it back for a safety as that snap got by, and Wong did not want Dexter to be able to grab it in the end zone and get a touchdown. So very wisely, Wong just batted it out of the end zone to just have a safety, but that makes it 9-0. Dexter now in the lead. Pioneer will kick it on a free kick away to Dexter from the safety. 6:13 left to go here in the first quarter. So Dexter to receive the free kick. Pioneer to kick it away from the, I believe that's the 20. Cabana back deep, Pitts the up back, but Cabana back behind his own 30. Cabana ran a punt back for the first score of the game, as he was even a little further back. Pioneer will do what they can to try and rein Cabana in. As Pace comes out onto the field for Pioneer. Ball gets set right between the hash marks at the 20. As that's Jang to kick it away for Pioneer. Here comes Jang on the free kick, as that is an end-over-end kick, and that will go out of bounds right about the 45-yard line. That is a penalty on a kickoff. So at 6:12 left to go, Dexter has the 9-0 lead here in the first quarter, and they will have fantastic starting field position. Looks like they're going to mark that. Paul tries to sneak away from the official, but looks like they're going to mark it at the 50-yard line. So Dexter to take over on the right hash mark at the 50-yard line. They have 2 receivers to the left. Novara, widest to the left. One wide to the right is that's Tesmer, wide to the right. Cabana the back in the backfield as Reeves Taylor, the quarterback for the Dreadnoughts, gets his first action. Looks like they're going to be in shotgun formation. Parachek, the Michigan State recruit, is in the slot to the left, and now they're going to walk off the penalty and get that set right at the Pioneer 45-yard line. So Dexter has it 1st and 10 from Pioneer's 45-yard line. They have 3 receivers now to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation for Reeves-Taylor. Fakes the handoff to Cabana, gets it to Parachek. Parachek makes a man miss, gets out to the 20, and taken down out there. Good job by Al Kikani to tackle him, but Parachek gets down right around the 15-yard line. 1st down for Dexter. They'll have 1st and 10 from the Pioneer 15. Clock counts down underneath 6 minutes. Dexter has the 9-0 lead. They stay with 2 receivers to the left, 1 wide to the right. Shotgun formation. Again, Cabana at the back in the backfield. That thrown over on the near side. That scooped up, racing over, coming down into the end zone that is Darby for the touchdown. As Darby takes the pass from Reeves-Taylor, comes down the near side and makes it into the end zone. As that is a touchdown, makes it 15-0. Dexter with the extra point pending for the Dreadnoughts. 5:43 left to go here in the 1st quarter. Dexter has it set. As again, Herter back for the kick. Bauman is the holder. Mikos is the snapper. As that kick is up and the kick is good. That makes it 16-0 Dexter with the early lead over Pioneer. As Dexter will kick it away to Pioneer. As the lights on here at Hollway Field, they have the the scoreboard lights on over at the big house across the way. As of course Michigan will be hosting Maryland tomorrow over there. So lots of football in this area happening. As back, that is going to be Cameron back wide to the far side for Pioneer to return the kick. Farha is back deep on the near side. As Doletsky has the ball set between the 40-yard line, between the hash marks. Here comes the kick by Doletsky. Again, spinning high, end over end kick. Farha takes it right at the 2-yard line, out to the 10, out to 15. Farha cuts to the far side, trying to get out, and they'll mark him right at the 20-yard line. Maybe just a tick shy. So Pioneer will take it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Pioneer already down 2 scores, 16-0. As they would love to get some positive momentum here. They had a good pass in their first possession. They got over onto the Dexter side of the field before being forced to punt. And Dexter running that punt back for a touchdown. Wong alone by himself in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left. Burkhart, the widest among. Bonasso in the slot to the left. To the right, 3 receivers. Craig, the widest. In the slot is Farha as well as Brabs. 4 down linemen for Dexter. Linebackers about 5 yards back. Wong throws out to the near side to Farha. Farha trying to get past, make the first player miss as he's taken down by Wondrush. As he will get out to about the 26-yard line, 27-yard line for Pioneer. That will be 2nd and 3rd for Pioneer. So Pioneer, good gain on 1st down of 7. They stay in 5 wide. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Pioneer looking to try and slow up the rush with some passing as Wong tries to escape pressure, gets back to the 25-yard line before taken down by a trio of Dreadnoughts. I believe Parachek was in there on the tackle as well as Emmerich. That will be a loss of 2. That will bring up 3rd and 5 as Wong had no opportunity as the pocket collapsed on him. He tried to rush forward. They stay 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Dexter showing blitz on the near corner. The defensive backs are back about 5-6 yards from the Pioneer receivers. Long back, shotgun depth. alone in the backfield, takes the snap. Now he rolls out to his right-hand side, pressure coming, throws it back the other way, gets it over to Farha. Farha makes the first tackle or miss, trying to sneak past, and he will get right to the marker. It will depend on the spot whether it will be a first down or not. Gain of 5, and looks like they're going to mark it as a first down. At least the down marker over there says first down. So Pioneer, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line on the pass to Farha. Wong and Farha already connecting for a couple big passes early. One receiver wide to the left, that's Burkhart. 2 receivers to the right. As Craig wide to the right, Brabs in the slot to the right. 2 backs in the backfield in shotgun formation for Wong, Bonasso to his right. Farha to his left. Now coming over, Wong runs it. He gets out to the 35. He's spilled out of bounds. They'll mark him right about the 39-yard line. They'll mark him to the 40-yard line and give him a first down. Run of 10 yards for Wong, and he moves the chains. Pioneer puts together a couple beautiful first downs. They want to keep this drive going, give their defense a little bit of a break, and try and put something together where they can cut into this Dexter lead. As Herter is the DB to the near side for Dexter. On the far side is Pitts. The safeties back is Bauman, as well as Micah Davis. As Wong takes it back, rolls to his right, throws out to the right, looking and trying to get it over to Farha. And Herter in coverage. Herter, I think, may have gotten a hand on it. That will bring up 2nd and 10 for Pioneer. But Wong showing his arm, airing it out about 25, 30 yards down the field. As linebackers out there, one rush for Dexter right in the middle. Mikos is on the near side. On the far side is Gersh. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. That snap gets past Wong. Wong falls on it. Parachek touches him down. That all the way back to the 26-yard line. As that will be a loss of 14. As that down to the 26-yard line. As that is going to be 3rd and 24 for Pioneer. 2 receivers to the left. Bonasso in the slot to the left. 3 receivers to the right. Wong alone in the backfield, showing blitz. Here comes Dexter. Wong throws it over on the near side, caught by Farha. Farha trying to get past. He's taken down right at the 29-yard line. So he will pick up a couple yards, but that will bring up 4th down. It'll be 4th and about 21 yards. As Jay back to punt it away. Back deep on the far side is Cabana. On the near side is Micah Davis for the Dreadnoughts. Jang gets it, kicks it away to the near side. That'll go out right around the Pioneer 45-yard line. So Dexter will take over on the Pioneer side of the 50, 1st and 10 from the Pioneer 45-yard line. 1 minute, 42 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, 16-0. Dexter with the lead. Pioneer able to get a couple big first downs before a low snap, bounce back into the backfield, and it's a hard thing to recover from. Just like a offensive holding call, when that puts you that far back behind the sticks, you don't have many 25-yard calls that you can make. 3 receivers to the right. As Reeves Taylor back in the backfield, looks to the right, throws over there to Tesmer. Tesmer has it. Tesmer taken down. He gets about a yard. There is a flag thrown right late as Bowling was on the tackle as well as Rohrer. But a flag flies in right after the tackle. So try and see if we can catch. It would be a gain of a yard depending on what this infraction is. As personal foul, blindside block on the offense. So that will back up Dexter for an illegal blindside block. As that will be a 15-yard penalty. That will put Dexter back at the 40-yard line, so that makes it. They're going to replay the down, so that will make it 1st and 24 yards for Dexter. 1 minute, 34 seconds and counting left. As two receivers to the left, Parachek, the lone receiver to the right. As Reeves Taylor takes it, throws over to the near side. That to Tressmer. Taken out by Craig right about the 49-yard line of Pioneer. That will bring up a 2nd and 14 for Dexter. So they got about 10 yards back on that pass over to Tesmer. Parachek wide to the left, two receivers. Wide to the right. Novara, the widest among them. Reeves, Taylor throws out over to Tesmer. Tesmer breaks the first tackle, has the first down and more, but the ball is out. Tesmer able to get back on top of it. The ball got loose. But Tesmer able to get back right at the 24-yard line. That will be a first down. So Dexter didn't even need all 3 downs to get past that 15-yard personal foul blindside block. They get the first down in 2 plays, and they have it at the Pioneer 23-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the left. Parachek wide to the right. Reeves Taylor fakes the handoff to Cabana, throws it over to Parachek. Parachek has it for the touchdown. The Michigan State recruit gets in for the touchdown. So the Michigan recruit in Cabana ran it back for a touchdown, and the State recruit caught it for a touchdown. That makes it 22-0. Dexter with the lead, extra point pending with 39 seconds left to go. But there is a penalty, as that is going to be on Dexter. Missed what the call was. Illegal man downfield. Yeah, illegal man downfield is the call. So that will make it. And it's going to be 1st and 13 for Dexter as they're back to the 27, 28-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now the handoff to Cabana. Cabana cuts through traffic. Cabana on his feet and scores. As working through contact on the near side. Otherwise goes into the end zone standing up. I do not see any flags this time on the field. That will make it 22-0. Cabana gets his 2nd touchdown. 36 seconds left to go. So after the penalty, a handoff and a 26-yard run by Cabana. Snap is now that whistle and the flag put up as the snap was low. That is going to be a legal procedure false start on Dexter. That will back them up 5 yards for the extra point. Herder, who kicks their, at least their extra point field goals, also a DB for Dexter. The holder, Bauman, is one of the safeties. Mikos is the long snapper. Pioneer showing blitz on the near side. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 23-0. Dexter on a roll with 36 seconds left to go here in the first. Let's play a little bit of push on and try and get you fired up and get the Pioneer offense fired up for a big offensive drive here for the Pioneers. Pioneer coming off of a big win over rival Skyline last week, but Dexter rolling early as Duletsky to kick it off. Back deep Cameron, deep on the far side. Craig deep on the near side. That kick, end over end kick, as that's grabbed by Cameron. Cameron takes it, goes up the middle. Cameron cuts the near side, trying to get an edge, trying to get away from Mikos. Mikos runs them out of bounds, as well as Pitts. And they'll take them out right about the 21-yard line. Pioneers offense will start there at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10. 27 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. So Pioneer coming off a win, trying to put together 2 wins in a row. Dexter rolling unbeaten so far, and they are rolling in this game 23-0. If there is, and hopefully this doesn't come into play, but there is, if there is over a 34-point differential in the second half, that would lead to a running clock. Just to mention that, hopefully it doesn't happen. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. As Bonasso, the back in the backfield, that to Wong's left. Craig, the lone wide out to the right-hand side. Hand off to Bonasso. Bonasso trying the near side. Bonasso gets back to line of scrimmage. Taken down out there by White. Sean White on the tackle for Dexter. Clock counting down. 10 seconds left to go. Not sure Pioneer will get another play off before the end of the quarter. They don't look like they're in a huge hurry. 3 seconds left to go before the end of the quarter. And that will do it. We'll step away for a couple messages from the MHSAA at the end of the first quarter. It is Dexter 23 and Pioneer nothing.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sport skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
As the Pioneer Marching Band doing a fantastic job to our left-hand side. I want to say hello to the Maddock twins, Ashton and Ainsley, playing, I believe they're both playing with the band. As here we go for the second quarter. Again, Dexter up 23-0, 3 receivers to the left. 1 wide to the right as Wong takes it, looks to his left, throws it over to Farha. Farha out to the 20, trying to make a man miss. Farha trying to spill forward as he'll get out to about the 23, 24-yard line. That will be a gain of 2. That will bring up 2nd and 7 for Pioneer, or 3rd and 7, excuse me, for Pioneer. 11 minutes, 33 seconds and counting. As Bonasso in the backfield in shotgun formation to Wong's right. Two receivers wide to the left. Burghardt widest among them. 2 receivers to the right as Brabs tight to the line of scrimmage. And out far, I believe that is Craig. Linebackers are about 5 yards back. Wong takes it, looking to his right, throws over to the right for a screen for Farha. Farha has it. Farha gets out and, just tripped up as a shoelace tackle took Farha down as he got out to the 28-yard line. That will bring up 4th and 3 for Pioneer. I didn't see who got their hand on the shoelace, but Farha almost, I believe that was Gilbert who made the tackle. Farha almost able to keep his balance and run through it, but was not to be. Jang back for the punt for Pioneer as Micah Davis back deep for the Dreadnoughts, back at his own 44-yard line. As there is Jang's kick, as that comes down, hits just shy of the 40, rolls back to the 38-yard line. Dexter will take over there. Pioneer downs it at the 38-yard line. So Dexter first and 10 from their own 38-yard line, 9:57 left to go. Before halftime, Dexter up 23-0. Well, if you're watching the game, if you need to go out and run some errands, we also have the audio broadcast. If you take a look at on the arborbroadcasting.com at the Pioneer football page, if you scroll down underneath the video, we do have the audio broadcast as well, so you can safely listen in your car to the game. One receiver to the left, two to the right, as Novara widest to the right. As handoff to Cabana. Cabana races through. Cabana down and taken right at the 38-yard line of Pioneer. So a big gain of, 24 yards for Cabana. He gets the first down. As Reeves Taylor back in the backfield, hands it off again to Cabana. Cabana trying the left-hand side. Cabana taking down by Bonasso as well as Brabs. He'll get out as they'll mark him at the 34-yard line. That will bring up second and about 6. I'll mark it a little closer back to the 35-yard line, so we'll say second and 6 there. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Reeves Taylor takes it, fakes the handoff, looking to his left, throws all the way down, over there and almost off the hands out there of Al Kikani. Al Kikani in coverage, able to get his hands on it. As that brings up 3rd and 6 for Dexter, as Reeves Taylor throws it a good way down the far sideline, but Al Kikani with excellent coverage and had a chance to make a play on the ball. Tesmer wide to the left. Two receivers wide to the right. Novara, the widest among them. Reeves Taylor fakes the handoff, throws over the middle. That caught by Parachek. Parachek has it down to the 10, down to the 5, and touchdown Parachek. As his last touchdown was called back by a flag. I do not see a flag there, so that will be a touchdown as Reeves Taylor over to Parachek. That makes it 29-0. 8:54 left to go before halftime. As Herder to kick the extra point. Bauman puts it down. Herder kicks it up, and that is good. That makes it 30-0. Dexter with the lead with 8:54 left to go here before halftime in the second. It's not going to get any easier next week as Saline comes here for homecoming. It's a really tough homecoming game. Saline also unbeaten, at least in the SEC Red so far. Both Saline and Dexter 3-0 in the SEC Red. Dexter 4-0 on the season. I believe Saline is as well. The Pioneers just going to try and find some good things to happen, some good things to build on that hopefully they can improve every snap, every play. Doletsky back at the 31-yard line. Cameron, the deep back on the near side. Farhan, the deep back on the far side. Or excuse me, that's Craig. And high over, Craig grabs it. Craig out to the 10-yard line, out to the 15, out to the 20. Craig cuts through, bounces out, and that'll be about to the 27-yard line. They'll mark him at the 28-yard line. For Pioneer, they'll take over 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. As Pioneer's offense comes out onto the field. Looks like there's going to be a timeout as the Pioneer offense gathers around their coaching staff. Don't see a timeout called, though, so. Now Pioneer heads out onto the field as Wong is going to be alone in the backfield. Two receivers to the left, 3 receivers to the right. And 4 down linebackers look like they're back about 6 yards. That snap loose. Wong has to dive on it as there's been a few issues with the snap today as it's gone high once, low a couple times. That one fell low. Wong able to dive on top of it, keep that Pioneers ball, but that brings up a 2nd and 15, I believe. I'll say 2nd and 14. As Burkhart wide to the left, Farha in the slot to the left. Wide to the right is Craig. Now Burkhart comes tight to the line of scrimmage on the left, and Farha goes tight to the line of scrimmage to the right. So only one receiver wide, that's to the right side. Pistol formation for Wong with Bonasso back behind him. Linebackers creeping up only about 3 yards from the line of scrimmage on both the near and far side. As Wong rolling to the right, throws out. That's caught in traffic. As that pass over to Burkhart. I believe, yes, that is Burkhart. And they will mark that. Hope they'll say it's incomplete as they're back. As he wasn't able to hold on to it. That was on the far side. That will bring 3rd and 14. It was a good attempt, but just not able to hang on to the ball. Burkhart now wide to the left-hand side. Craig wide to the right. Farha in the slot to the right, tight to the line of scrimmage. To the right is Brabs. Now Bonasso out to the left. So 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Wong alone in the backfield for this 3rd and 14 play. Wong back in shotgun depth. Safety comes up on the near side that's Bauman. Now Bonasso back in the backfield. Wong rolling to his left. Pressure coming. Wong trying to get over as that was done on pressure. Wong leaps out the near sideline as he will get back to the 20-yard line. That'll be a loss of 3. That will bring up 4th and 17 for Pioneer. 7 minutes, 11 seconds left to go. As back to kick it away is Jang. 2 players back deep. Cabana deep on the near side. Micah Davis deep on the far side, right around the 50-yard line. 6:47 left to go here before halftime. 30-0. Dexter with the lead. Jang gets it. Jang kicks it away. That one stays in bounds. Bounced, and I think it touched a Dexter player as Boylan grabs it. I believe that touched a Dexter player. We'll see what the officials say. I believe that should be Pioneer ball as the coaches are hollering about that. Of course, the officials right there. That will be Dexter ball as they were right there, and I guess it bounced and did not touch a Dexter player. 6:33 left to go. As if it had a little backspin, it could have hit and bounced back. So Dexter takes over at the Pioneer 42-yard line. 1st and 10. They have a 30-0 lead with 6:33 left to go. Two receivers to the left, two receivers stacked to the right-hand side. Reeves Taylor throws it over to Tesmer, but a flag and a false start on Dexter. That will back them up 5 yards. That will bring up 1st and 15 from the 47-yard line of Pioneer. As the officials walk off that 5-yard penalty. Two receivers to the left, one receiver tight to, or two receivers stacked tight to the line of scrimmage on the near side. Hand off to Cabana. Cabana trying the near side, out to the 40, down to the 30, down to the 20. Cabana taken down out there as beautiful tackle by Jacoby Holmes. A touchdown saving tackle. As the officials standing back, looks like there is a penalty flag on the near sideline. It looks like it's going to be a holding call on Dexter as they are walking Dexter back. So that will wipe out a big run by Cabana. That will put Dexter back to the 45-yard line on that holding call. Reeves Taylor looking to the sideline. Novara wide to the left. Tesmer in the slot to the left. Parachek tight to line of scrimmage on the right-hand side. Reeves Taylor has Cabana just to his left. Here comes the snap, hand off to Cabana. Cabana right up the middle. Cabana out to the 30, out to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Cabana scores as he will take it 45, that would be 55 yards on the touchdown. That makes it 36-0. Dexter with the lead. Extra point pending. 5:52 left to go before halftime. As Herder set up the kick. Bauman the holder. Pioneer gathered around the line of scrimmage trying to block this extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good. That makes it 37-0. Dexter with the lead as it was a really good job by Bauman. That snap was a little low. Bauman able to get it in position for the kick by Herder. Good special teams play. That makes it Dexter 37, Pioneer nothing, 5:52 left to go. Pioneer back deep to get the reception, or get the kickoff. Farha back deep on the far side. Cameron back deep on the near side. Deletsky puts down his kicking tee right between the hash marks at the 40-yard line. Pioneer cheerleaders trying to get the student section pumped up, but a little bit more energy on the far side as Dexter has the large lead. Deletsky back at his 31-yard line. Deletsky raises his right hand, now runs up, kicks it away. That is again an end-over-end spinning kick. That grab by Cameron. Cameron racing up over the 15, over the 20. Cameron hemmed in right about the 22. They'll mark him at the 24-yard line. Pioneer will take it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line with 5 minutes, 44 seconds left to go. Before halftime, they're looking up at a 37-point deficit. 37-0, Dexter with the lead. Pioneer gathered around their coaching staff, right around the numbers. Dexter lined up as their defensive line, I believe, looks like it stays the same as Kamarani on the far side. Baker inside on the left-hand side as Emmerich on the right. Grabbed and done on the near side. As Wong trying to run it himself, pitches it over on the far side. Wong taken down, and he's down on the ground. Wong in some pain. He gets helped up by Wilson. And we'll be back. That'll be a gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. They'll say right at the line of scrimmage. Now they'll put it up. 2nd and 9 from the 25-yard line. Farha with the 1-yard gain. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Burkhart wide to the left. Farha in the slot to the left. Brabs just inside of Farha. Wide to the right is Craig. As Bonasso back in the backfield, that to Wong's left. Wong takes the snap, looking to his left, pressure coming, flushed out. Wong racing ahead with it. Wong trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's hemmed out right at the 20-yard line as Pitts chased him out on the near sideline. That will be 3rd and 11 for Pioneer. Pioneer with the big 3rd down here. They'd like to keep that clock running. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2 to the right as Brabs goes out to the right. Now Farha will shift over from the left to the right. So 1 receiver to the left, 3 to the right. Wong has Bonasso to his right. Now they flip sides. Wong comes up, talking to his offensive line, now comes back. DB's now back off, but linebackers, looks like they were showing a safety blitz for a moment. There's a linebacker looking to blitz on the far side, 1 over the middle. Wong takes it, runs up the middle. Wong tries to makes a cut on the near side. He has a first down and more out around the 40-yard line. First down for Kellen Wong. He gets out. He'll mark it at the 40-yard line. Pioneer with the first down. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go before halftime. 37-0. Dexter with the lead, but Pioneer moves the chains and has a new set of downs. As Wong looking over and gets the call. Brabs now wide to the left. Craig in the slot to the left. Farha wide to the right. As Bonasso the back in the backfield. Fullback back there as well. Fakes the handoff, hands it off to Bonasso. Bonasso battling his way up as he'll get out to about the 43-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 for Pioneer. That will bring up 2nd and 7 for Pioneer. Clock continues to count down underneath 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Now Craig goes wide to the right. Brabs inside of him. Burkhart wide to the left. And the slot to the left is Farha. Bonasso back in shotgun formation with Wong. Now in motion is Craig from the far side and the near side. Fakes the handoff. Wong rolling to his right. Keeps his eyes downfield. Gets it over to Burkhart. Burkhart taken down. Got back out to the line of scrimmage right about the 43-yard line. That will bring up 3rd and 7 for Pioneer. As Bonasso just not able to shake free from the tackle. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go before halftime. Pioneer taking their time. Burkhart and Farha stay to the left. Craig wide to the right. Brabs tight to the line of scrimmage. As a matter of fact, he's right now off the line of scrimmage, back in the backfield. Wong looking over at the coaching staff to get the play. Now Wong settles in. Makes the call to the line of scrimmage. Has Bonasso to his left. Linebackers back. Wong rolls out to the near side. Pressure coming now over to the far side. Wong trying to get free with the block. That throw, and that will be incomplete. as they're going to call, it looks like intentional grounding because he was out of the tackle box, but that ball has to get to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, it is intentional grounding. They made that change this year, as it used to be you had to have a receiver in the area, and now the MHSAA changed it to be more in line with college and professionals, where if you were out of the tackle box and you throw it beyond the line of scrimmage, you can indeed throw it away. Unfortunately, that one, as Wong was hit as he was throwing it, could not get back to the line of scrimmage. That brings up 4th and 26. Jang back to punt. 2 players back deep. Cabana or Micah Davis deep on the near side. I believe that's Cabana deep on the far side. They both have their shoulders to me, so it's hard to tell. As snap low, Jang gets it. Jang kicks it away. As that is taken down, and that was absolutely touched by Dexter and then grabbed by Pioneer. As Dexter trying to pick that up, I believe that was Cabana going to get it, and that ball just kind of died on him. He couldn't grab it, and Pioneer able to grab it and put it in, but that is the end of the half. So nice job to not give up and battle for it, but we come to halftime where it is Dexter 37, Pioneer nothing here at Hollway Field. Well, we'll step away. It is now time for the MHSAA This Week in High School Sports.
The Scholar Athlete Award is back for year number 34, and a former Marquette skier credits sports with learning lifelong skills. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. Applications are now being accepted for the MHSAA Scholar Athlete Award presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. 32 student athletes will eventually be selected to receive $2,000 college scholarships. This is the 34th year of working with Farm Bureau on these awards. Since the 1988-89 school year, Farm Bureau has handed out nearly $1 million in scholarships for the Scholar Athlete Award. Everything you need to apply can be found online at MHSAA.com, and the application deadline is Friday, December 2nd. Winners will be announced in February and honored during the boys basketball finals at the Breslin Center in East Lansing in March. Seniors with an unrounded 3.5 or better grade point average who have earned at least one varsity letter in an MHSAA-sponsored sport are eligible to apply. Game balls this week go to Michigan Center's Noah Wisniewski. He scored the lone goal in a 1-0 win over Brooklyn Columbia Central. The win was Michigan Center's 3rd of the season. Celine swimmer Angela Santa. The junior won 2 individual events, the 100 and 200-yard freestyles, and was a part of 2 relay wins at the SEC Red Meet. And to East Lansing sophomore Jace Clarizio. He scored the go-ahead touchdown and had a game-sealing interception in a 36-30 win over DeWitt.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Sam Davis.
One of the biggest complaints people make about professional soccer is never knowing how much time is really left in the game. The clock counts up from 0, and the referee can add time at their discretion. But that's not the case in high school soccer. To start with, halves are 40 minutes, not 45. The clock starts at 40 and counts down. And when players are injured and the ball is not in play, the clock will stop, and then restart when action is ready to continue. In the last 5 minutes of the game, the clock stops for substitutions by the leading team. So a coach can't stall by sending in a new player. When the clock hits 0 and the buzzer sounds, the game is over. There's no guessing how much added time there is. The end of the game is the end of the game.
Thanks, Sam. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you are interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. On June 23, 1972, Title IX was signed into law. In the 50 years since, millions of girls have participated in an MHSAA-sponsored sport, and that number continues to grow every year. We've celebrated their numerous contributions and achievements in a variety of ways the past year, and will continue to do so leading up to the 25th Annual Women in Sports Leadership Conference in October. Today, we highlight Maddie Stern. Stern graduated from Marquette, where she is the latest in a long line of ski greats. She captured an individual title in the 2022 Division I Giant Slalom and finished 8th in the slalom. During her 4 years at Marquette, the Redettes won 2 team state titles and had a runner-up finish.
We can't forget about the times of struggle and pain when a run doesn't go as planned due to a fall or other circumstance, but learn to overcome these struggles and hardships, to learn and fix our mistakes to become a better skier. Using the skills I've learned as a skier with determination, grit, and passion, I can apply them to my day-to-day life as I begin to navigate college. So to me, competing as a female athlete isn't just about being a ski racer. It's about learning life skills that help me on and off the ski hill.
For more information on the WISL conference or for previous Title IX at 50 spotlights, please check out MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thank you for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll see you next week.
Let's turn it over to the Pioneer Marching Band.
Please come away with the prestigious LaGuardia Fine Arts School of New York. Fame is an American musical drama that was inspired by chorus line in the 1970s. It had its Broadway debut in November of 2003 and won an Academy Award for Best Original Song and a Golden Globe in the same year. Pioneer fans, we close our halftime show with Faye's most famous song, Faye. Pioneer fans near and far, let's hear it for the Pioneer Marching Band.
Fantastic job by the Pioneer Marching Band, as always, providing and taking me back a little bit with fame. Fantastic rendition. Taking a look, looking over at Greg Wycliffe, from MLive, taking a look over at his Twitter feed. He does a really good job of retweeting a lot of the games going on. Unfortunately, retweeting a lot of Dexter's tweets, but he did put out there Chelsea has a lead 17-7 over Adrian. That is with 4:11 left to go in the second quarter. Greg Wycliffe is actually at Whitmore Lake as the Trojans are hosting Rochester Hills Lutheran Northeast. And at halftime, it is Whitmore Lake 20 and Lutheran Northwest nothing. As at the end of the first quarter, don't have a more recent score. Let's see if we can take a look for Saline Athletics. The last one is at the end of the first quarter. Saline, the team that Pioneer will be playing next week, is up on Skyline 21-0 at the end of the first. And I believe that is what we have out here. Do get out to MLive and take a look. They do have a tweet out there. Again, MLive or Greg Wycliffe has it tweeted out there where you can vote for the coolest Ann Arbor area football helmet. And certainly, you got to give some votes over to Ann Arbor with their beautiful classic purple helmet with the block A's and the stripes down the middle. So give a couple votes out that way. We would be very, very grateful. Right now at halftime, it's 37-0 Dexter with the lead. As we're counting down, let's go and play some messages from the MHSA, and we will be back with the third quarter kickoff.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sport skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
We are counting down as a beautiful performance by the Pioneer Marching Band at halftime. They do have a fantastic Pioneer Bands as a excellent Twitter feed that you could certainly follow and keep up to date with all the goings on with the Pioneer Bands. As we are in a running clock situation now, we are in the second half, and it is a 35-point differential. So the clock will run, except for obviously timeouts, injury timeouts by the officials. But otherwise, that clock will run. Unless, of course, Pioneer gets it back underneath 35, which they would love to do. But the ball will be kicked off to Dexter to start off this third quarter. So Dexter has an opportunity to try and add to their lead to start off this third quarter. As the Pioneer crowd still hanging strong. Dexter, of course, packed across the way in their maroon. Pioneer heads out onto the field. Pioneer will be going from right to left here in this third quarter. Dexter has themselves set up as going back deep to the far side is Micah Davis. Cabana back deep to the near side. He is very, very dangerous. Ran back the first punt for a touchdown of the game. Jang trying to get the ball set up right between the hash marks. So he gets that kicking tee set. As Jang gets himself back to about the 31-yard line. Pioneer now spreads out. They were all kind of gathered together right on the 35-yard line. Now they get spread out. 5 to Jang's left, 5 to Jang's right. There's one up back. Pitts is the up back for Dexter. Back about 5 yards higher as Cabana grabs that right to 15. Cabana out to the 20 to 25, cuts to the near side, out to the 30. Cabana finds room, out to the 50 as one man to beat as Cabana all the way down and a touchdown. He ran back the first punt, and now he's run back a kickoff for a touchdown. Cole Cabana. Well, that'll quickly get the ball into Pioneer's offense's hand. 43 points for Dexter with the extra point pending as Cabana found a seam and turned on the Jets, and no one could catch him. Number 14 for Pioneer, I don't have that on my roster, but was in pursuit. Couldn't quite get him. Herder for the kick. Bauman the holder. Mikos, the snapper. High snap, but got it down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So Herder puts it through, and that is another really, really good job by Bauman on the snap as that was high, and he was able to get it down low the last time. So he has really made a couple good moves on special teams. Now the Pioneer offense would like to get back on the field, find their own footing, make some things happen, start to put some good things together and see if they can build on them and just string a few good plays, a few good moments together. Craig goes back deep for Pioneer on the far side. Cameron back deep on the near side. Dexter has it set right at between the hash marks at the 40. As that's Duletsky. As Duletsky gets it set now, he gets back to about the 31-yard line. As now Duletsky leans over, the official goes running off of the field. And here comes the kick. Duletsky spins it end over end. That hits, grabbed by Cameron on the near side. Cameron right about the 15, trying to cut to the inside. Cameron trying to get to the far side now. Cameron outside the far hash marks, looking for room, gets out to the 20 and run out of bounds as that is Davis Taylor pushing Cameron out of bounds on the far side of the field. So Pioneer will take over 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line, 11:22 and counting. As now we have the running clock put into play. Pioneer quickly gathering up with the coaching staff on the near sideline. As now they break the huddle quickly. Now Wong heads into the backfield. As Craig wide to the far side, Brab just inside of him, 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. 3 to the right, to the short side. Wong alone in the backfield. Wong takes it, looking to his right, avoids some pressure. Wong taken down right about to, gets back to the 20-yard line. That'll be a loss of 2 for Wong as he rolled to the right and then tried to work his way up into the pocket and sneak out to the far side, and taken down from behind as White on the tackle for Dexter. 44-0, Dexter with the lead. 10-15 and counting. Here in the third, Pioneer stays 5 wide receivers. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Long in the backfield. Dexter stays 4 down linemen. Linebackers about 5 yards back. Big pressure, big cushion there as Burghardt takes the pass, gets down to the 25-yard line. So DB's playing back, and that gives Burghardt the ability to cut in on a quick slant and take that pass from Wong as they will get the ball out to the 25-yard line. That will bring up 3rd and 7 for Pioneer. Now Burghardt looks like he's wide to the left, but also in the slot to the left. Wide to the right is Craig Farha, just inside of him, and Brabs close to the line of scrimmage. Wong takes it quickly, throws over to the right to Farha. Farha trying to find room, gets out and should have the first down out to the 33-yard line. Another great catch by Farha. Good pitch and catch, and Farha gets the first down. Pioneer first and 10 from their own 33-yard line as they move the chains. The clock counting down underneath 9 minutes to go here in the third. As Wong looking over to the sideline to get the call. Burkhart wide to the left. Now Brabs comes over inside of Burkhart. Wide to the right is Craig. Looks like Farha is in the backfield with Wong. Farha to Wong's right. Bonasso to Wong's left. So a max protect shotgun look as Dexter showing blitz over the middle. A couple linebackers coming as they actually drop out. Wong throws it over the middle, caught, and trying to get forward. I believe that's Burkhart. As able to take him down is Gersh on the tackle. Burkhart gets it out to the 41-yard line. That will bring up 2nd and 2 for Pioneer. Clock counts down underneath 8 minutes. 44 to nothing. Dexter with the lead. Burkhart wide to the left. Looks like Brabs in the slot to the left if they stay set up that way. Farha also tight to line of scrimmage, just back a little bit on that left-hand side. Craig, the lone receiver, to the right. Shotgun formation. Wong steps to his left, rolling to his left. Pressure coming. Wong tries to escape, gets out. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that will bring up 3rd and 2 for Pioneer. As Wong was rolling, keeping his eyes downfield, trying to find an open receiver, but finally had to use his own wheels to get back to the line of scrimmage. 7:05 and counting here in the third. 2 receivers wide to the left, 3 receivers wide to the right. Wong alone in the backfield at shotgun depth. Wong looking over to the sideline. Looks like he has the play now. Wong calling out signals, looks to his wristband. Again, Dexter 4 down linemen, the linebackers playing off. Wong throwing over to the right-hand side to Farha. Farha gets the first down and more as he's out to the 47-yard line. First down for Pioneer. 6:20 and counting here in the third. 44 to nothing. Dexter with the lead. Pioneer with a new set of downs, putting a couple first downs together. Burkhart wide to the left. Farha in the slot to the left. Craig wide to the right. Brabs tight to the line of scrimmage to the right. Bonasso the back in the backfield with Wong. As the DBs are playing off down about 10 yards down on both the near side and the far side. Wong spills over to the left-hand side, keeps his eyes downfield. Wong now calls his own number as he'll get about a yard out to the 48-yard line. That brings up 2nd and 10 for Pioneer. As the ball will be set on the near hash mark. Right at the 48-yard line, Pioneer's own 48-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Pioneer as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the third. Safeties are playing back, deep back safeties, about 10 yards back for the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Bonasso the back in the backfield with Wong as Wong calls out signals. He has Bonasso just offset to his right. Now Farha in motion from the left to the right. That snap high, but Wong gets it, throws it over on the near side, and tipped as Mikos got his hands on it. As Wong had to go back, tip it up to himself, grabbed it, and quickly his back was to the near side, spun and threw it And Mikos didn't see Mikos as he came in and knocked it down. That brings up 3rd and 9 for Pioneer. 4:14 and counting here in the third. One receiver to the left, that's Burghardt. 3 receivers to the right. Bonasso, the back in the backfield. Again, that snap high. Wong grabs it, rolling over to the right-hand side. Wong throws it. That caught, racing down the far side, I believe. Was that Farha? Trying to see. I believe that was Craig who got that ball. But that will bring up 4th down, as they're going to say that's a loss of 3. That will bring up 4th and 12 as Pioneer back to the 45-yard line. That will bring up Jang, the punted away. As back deep for Dexter is the that's Micah Davis. He's dangerous as well. But Pioneer happy to not see 4 back deep, which would be Cabana on that left-hand side. 3:13 and counting here in the third. Again, running clock situations. We're 35-point differential or more. Spinning kick. That hits. Picked up by Micah Davis at the 30. Up to the 35. Over to the 40. Cutting down on the near side to the 50. Down to the 40. The 45. The 30. Micah Davis cuts to his left. He has open field and scores. As again, a punt return for a touchdown. Dexter puts another 6 up on the board, gets it to 50-0 with the extra point pending. As the Dexter special teams are having a banner day. And Mikos, who almost had his hands on a interception and batted it away down there, is the long snapper. Bauman the holder, Herder the kicker. As the kick is up, and the kick sneaks in the near upright. That will be good, so that makes it 51-0. Dexter with the lead, and the clock counting down to 15 and counting here in the third. So again, that clock will continue to roll, barring timeouts and injury timeouts. As back deep, Cameron back deep on the near side for Pioneer. Craig back deep on the far side for Pioneer. Duletsky sets the ball down. Is between the hash marks at the 40-yard line for Dexter. This game is also being recorded by CTN. They will have it available tomorrow. It is not live, but CTN will have it available tomorrow. So if you are probably a Dexter fan, if you want to rewatch this game so far, if you want to do that with a different broadcast, you can do that. As Duletsky puts it back, that grab by Craig. Craig racing up the hash marks on the far side, out to the 20, trying to make a move to the 25-yard line before he's eventually taken down, as that is Davis Taylor on the tackle for Dexter. As Pioneer's offense comes back out onto the field, 59 seconds and counting here in the third. As that was Craig who took it back to the 25-yard line. Pioneer gathered up on the near sideline, and there is no play clock here at Hollway Field. The officials do keep that on the field, so you can get to hit with a delay of game. Pioneer would probably really love to just have this count down to the end of the quarter, but I think they have to run a play. As there is a whistle by the official, and now Pioneer is going to take a, nope, they're just going to let it run. As the official let that clock run down to double zeros, that will be the end of the third quarter. 51-0 Dexter with the lead here at Hollway Field on top of your Pioneer varsity football team. So that will be the end of the third. We will step away, play a few messages from the MHSA, and we will be right back with your fourth quarter action.
Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
11:40 and counting. The JV squad, by the way, does have a game tomorrow at Dexter. That is at 11 a.m. If you want to go cheer on the JV squad, two receivers left to the right, pitch all the way out to Bonasso on the far side. He's hemmed in right about the 21-yard line, as that will be a loss of a yard. Pioneer will bring up 2nd and 12 from the 23-yard line. Pioneer has Medzago wide to the left, one receiver wide to the left, three receivers wide, four receivers wide to the right. As Bonasso it is LaPointe in for Pioneer. LaPointe in at quarterback, Bonasso to his right. As LaPointe takes the snap, looking to his right, rolling to his right, LaPointe throws it out to Brabs. Brab grabs it, as Brabs will be back out to the 25-yard line. And to the original line of scrimmage, that will bring up 3rd and 10 on the Brabs grab. 10-15 and counting here in the fourth, 51-0. Dexter with the lead. Pioneer going from left to right here in the fourth in their purple uniforms, purple tops, purple shorts. Numbers in white. Dexter in their white jerseys with their maroon on the front and back. And LaPointe coming in for Wong. One receiver wide to the left, that's Medzago. Three receivers to the right. Bonasso stays the back in the backfield. Now Brabs in motion from the right to the left. LaPointe trying to sneak up the pocket. LaPointe throws it downfield over to Farha. Farha has it. Farha down to the 40. Down and pushed out right around the 30, well, they'll say the 37-yard line. But a good grab by Farha, as he had to go up and battle the DB for that. As I believe the DB on that one was McDonald. But Farha had to go up and grab that, pluck it out of the air, and then make good moves. So Pioneer, fresh set of downs at the Dexter 37-yard line. Pioneer would love to try and get this ball in the end zone. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. That's Craig, the lone receiver to the right. LaPointe gets it, hands it off. The Bonasso fakes, and LaPointe slides down on the far side as I bought the fake. Fake to Bonasso. And then LaPointe goes over to the left-hand side, and then he slid right at the line of scrimmage. I think they will mark that as a loss of one. That will be 2nd and 11. Clock continues to wind down. 8:30 and counting. Two receivers now wide to the left, as that is Medzago wide to the left. Bonasso in the slot to the left, three receivers to the right, as that is Craig, Farha, and Brabs. LaPointe alone in the backfield, takes it quickly, throws out to the right-hand side over to Craig. Craig racing ahead with it. Craig trying to get down to the 30, trying to stay in bounds. They're going to mark him at the 31-yard line. So that will be 3rd and 4. As Juan Morales Leverett on the tackle for the Dreadnoughts. LaPointe looking to the sideline to get the call. Medzago stays wide to the left. Brabs comes over to the left as well. Bernhardt wide to the right. Two backs in the backfield with LaPointe, one on the left, one on the right, as that is Bonasso to his left, Farha to his right. So a little max protect shotgun show that over to the far side. Brabs takes it. Brabs out to the 30, trying to get out to the 35. Has the first down and more. Brabs will get down inside the 25-yard line, down to the 23-yard line. So Brabs moves the chain, 1st and 10, Pioneer just outside the red zone. This is the deepest Pioneer has traveled down into Dexter territory. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left to go here in the 4th. Again, LaPointe getting the call. Linebackers are about 4 or 5 yards back, not at this moment showing blitz. Deep safety back about 11 yards. Again, the corners are playing off on the near and far side. As taking it, LaPointe rolling to the right, pressure coming. LaPointe points downfield. LaPointe takes a big hit as putting a shoulder into him. That was Robeson. As Robeson puts the shoulder into LaPointe. LaPointe at that point was a running back. As he picked that up and went, and that shoulder to shoulder, but it was a big hit. 5 minutes, 55 seconds left to go here in the 4th. 51-0, Dexter with the lead. Pioneer has the ball, 2nd and 13 on the 26-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. LaPointe takes it. LaPointe rolling to his left. LaPointe pointing out signals. LaPointe throws it over to Farha, and Farha can't quite bring it in. As the ball just off of his fingertips. That will bring up 3rd and 12. Now, Pace comes over onto the sideline. Mezzago stays wide to left. Bonasso looks like he's going to be in the backfield. Burghardt wide to the right. Now Bonasso splits out wide to the left. So 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. LaPointe alone in the backfield for this 3rd and 12. LaPointe takes it. Looking to his right, throws over to the right, and just tipped away. He had Farha, and that was tipped back there as that was called on the tip. Otherwise, that was 7 points for Pioneer. Well, 6 points in the extra point, as Farha had gotten back behind the linebackers, kind of found a spot in that zone defense, but a good tip by Cole knocks it away and makes it 4th and 12. Pioneer obviously keeping the defense on the field. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left to go. Pioneer keeping the offense, on the field. Hoping to take advantage of the Dexter defense. We're under 4 minutes left to go. Again, LaPointe alone in the backfield. Farha going from the near side to the far side. LaPointe takes it, pressure coming, throwing over the middle, trying to get it to Brabs, who has a touchdown. Pioneer with the touchdown. LaPointe to Brabs, and Brabs coming down the near slot, able to grab that and go in, held on to it despite the hit, and Pioneer cuts into the lead. They get that big goose egg off the scoreboard underneath Pioneer. They make it 6-51. Obviously, that doesn't get us underneath the running clock situation. Now, Kaylee Karsh comes out to kick the extra point. As Doug Karsh's daughter, she's played a lot of soccer and basketball, and now putting her leg to good use for Pioneer football. First lady kicker Pioneer has had since Tierney Friedenberg, kicking when we first started broadcasting Pioneer. As the snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Karsh puts it through, and that makes it 51-7. As the clock counts down underneath 3 minutes. So beautiful pass from LaPointe to Brabs, and Karsh with the extra point. And Pioneer has cut into that lead. And the clock continuing to count, of course, down. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. Pioneer, no comeback coming as that is a 44-point differential. But Pioneer hopefully will be able to build on that, good play. Put a couple first downs together. Nice long pass. Almost had Farha for a pass earlier than that. So hopefully these are the things that Pioneer can remember. And hopefully they can take advantage of when Celine comes in next week. That will be homecoming. As the ball set at the 40-yard line. As Karsh back to kick off, and looks like it's going to be an onside kick for Karsh. Karsh rolls it as it goes 10 yards. It is grabbed by Dunn, but there is a whistle by the officials. Delay a game, it looks like, is the call. As Pioneer will gladly take an opportunity to kick the extra point again, as there is a flag. So delay a game on Pioneer. That will move them back 5 yards, but I don't believe that changes. The ball has to go 10 yards. I don't believe it has to go 15. Again, clock continuing to move. 1 minute, 11 seconds and counting. Karsh gets it set between the hash marks right at the 40, so right after an extra point. Karsh trying to make a successful onside kick. As here they come, they kick it. It goes to 10 yards, sneaks back, and it's grabbed by Gersh for Dexter. Dexter will take over. 1st and 10 at the Pioneer 49-yard line. So good kick, but gets past the initial wave of Dexter players. And then Gersh, linebacker, able to grab that on the hands team. 30 seconds and counting, as I don't think Dexter will even have to run a play here. As that will do it. Pioneer falls to 1-4 on the season. They have Celine coming in. Again, the junior varsity team is going to be playing tomorrow at Dexter. That is a 11 o'clock game, so get out to Dexter. Cheer on the JV football team. We'd love to see you out there. As the best tradition in all of sports, the post-game handshake happening, as it is Dexter, as the final, Dexter 51, Pioneer 7, but Pioneer able to score and not be shut out, so they'll be happy about that. But they'll have lots to work on during this week preparing for Celine. We will be back on the air next week, as I want to thank my camera person, Christina Wiseman. My name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you so much for cheering and watching and supporting these athletes wherever you are at. Thank you very, very much, and have a wonderful night and a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care, everybody.